that. You know, there's a lot of bills in the Rules Committee. Last year, the Democrats put over 500 bills in the Rules Committee. We are going to deal with redistricting. We're going to deal with it, though, on our time scale, not Ed Koch's time scale, not the Senate Democrats who had 2 years to deal with it. They failed to deal with it. So they stand up and filibuster today. 2 years they were in charge. 2 years they did nothing. So if they couldn't do it in 2 years, we've been in charge for a couple months. We will deal with redistricting. Senator Skelos has said that. It will be done in an independent way. We will move forward on the issue. We are not going to do it in a militant way as they are trying to propose.
Why did your council reject? Why did your council reject?
Because very simple. We don't like the governor's bill, and we believe that we are going to deal with it, that the whole Senate can debate in a progressive and positive way. And Rules Committee bills have been put in rules over the years by members. Like I said, last year the Democrats put over 521 bills in committee, and we just feel that we need to deal with this issue on a open process, and we're not going to be dictated by the Democrats who had 2 years to deal with it.
The rules don't say you can reject just because you don't like it.
No. The rules are clear. The rules are clear. Plus, they didn't even know what they were doing today. They could have filed an objection in committee, and they didn't. They just decided to come out here on the floor and filibuster. Look at the Senate Democrats increased taxes the last 2 years, $14 billion. All right, they increased spending $14 billion. They were in par for 2 years. They overspent the Senate budget by $14 million. Today they get up and they put on a show about redistricting, something that they had 2 years to deal with. Okay? We are addressing the issues of the state. We're working with Governor Cuomo to get a budget done on time. People throughout the state are out of work. They don't want to put up with charades about redistricting. 3% of the public understands what redistricting is. All right? They need jobs. They want their taxes cut, okay? They want government to be functional. That's what we're doing here in the Senate. Redistricting will be dealt with. We don't even have census numbers yet. Redistricting will be dealt with by next year, as it is supposed to be dealt with, as it has been dealt with in the past. This was a political charade by a group of Democratic senators who produced nothing for 2 years, nothing but higher taxes and more spending.
But why not be more cordial to your colleague, and why just diss Senator Breslin like that at the Rules meeting?
No. The one thing that the Democrats in this House don't know how to do is follow rules. This rule was in place when they were in the majority. It's the same rule that they voted on and put into place. And it basically said that the clerk could reject a petition for a hearing. The clerk rejected the petition for a hearing. Nobody was dissed. We're following the Senate rules that they voted for, okay, for 2 years.
To be clear, the rules state that the clerk can simply reject a petition out of hand.
That's correct. That's correct.
So it wasn't the council, it was the clerk?
Well, the council is the clerk. The council, the majority, is the clerk of the committee. And it's a rule that they voted for, by the way. It's a rule that they put into the rules the last 2 years. Check the book. So they couldn't even follow their own rules. What happened today was nothing more than a political charade. The Senate Republican majority is dealing with the issues that are important to this state, to the people of the state. We're dealing with jobs, we're dealing with the high tax problem, we're working with Governor Cuomo to get a budget done in time. That's what we're doing.
Senator, if you're right on the rules,
what would the harm have been to allow just a public hearing? You wouldn't even have to attend, but why not allow the public hearing?
Mike, it's very simple. You put rules into place, and as you saw, for 2 years, the Senate Democrats didn't follow too many rules. They overspent. They put the state into shambles. We have rules in place. The rules say that the clerk can reject the petition. The clerk rejected the petition.
You think that was the right decision to reject the petition?
That's not for us to debate or for me to debate. It was rejected. We are going to deal with the issue of redistricting. For some reason, there's an error here by folks because Mayor Koch is in a hurry to get something done. For other people in a hurry to get something done, we're going to deal with the redistricting issue. Trust us, we'll deal with it. We've handled our responsibility as Republicans in the majority under Senator Skelos in a very formal manner and in a very good manner. We just passed another one of the governor's program bills. That's the third program bill we passed. I believe the Assembly's only passed one. Power for Jobs is going to help companies who employ people throughout the state. That's what's important to people. It's not redistricting. We will deal with redistricting. This House will deal with it, but we'll do it in a regular time scale.
Will it be independent
The Senate
redistricting?
Democrats can have their own public hearing, right? Just
Democrats
for
can
their
do
own.
whatever they want.
Would it be independent redistricting?
We
that you'll
will
have?
move forward on a plan that we will believe is an independent plan. Okay?
We will believe it's an independent.